coming, just look at him now. Super sensational, special and new. The captain is coming with something for you. Here comes Captain Kangaroo. Take a look, gonna love it. Having fun, so much of it. Captain Kangaroo is who will make this day so great for you. Colorful, magical, wonderful, wow. The captain is coming, just look at him now. Super sensational, special and new. The captain is coming and you're gonna love it. Captain Kangaroo.
I'm Captain Kangaroo, and do I have some stories for you? Stories with unforgettable characters. There's a king in one story and a queen in another. I have a story about a leprechaun, an unlucky leprechaun, would you believe? A lucky ball team in a baseball story. You may have heard of vegetable soup and carrot soup and potato soup. Perhaps you've even heard of tutti frutti soup. But have you ever heard of stone soup? Then I have a wonderful story about the world's most famous dreamer. Let's begin with a story about a queen who always had her way until she met her match. A dragon? No. A lion? No. A monster? No. The queen met her match in, well, you'll see. Long, long ago, somewhere north of the Dutch, in a castle surrounded by gardens and such, there lived a queen who was, well, let us just say, she didn't let anything stand in her way. Her name was Quinella, Quinella the Fair. But when she approached, you had better beware. Excuse me were words that she couldn't abide. The words she preferred were,
stand back, step aside.
And off she would barrel with pitter and patter, as most of her subjects would bow and then scatter. But heaven help those who forgot to adjust, 'cause
Here comes the queen. Make way, watch my dust.
now it happened that each afternoon around 4, Queen Quinella would step through her wide garden door and stroll in her garden midst roses and thistle down a wide garden path that was clean as a whistle. Till one afternoon, when the stories report, the queen in the midst of her walk pulled up short and said in a voice that was full of dismay,
What is this? Something standing right here in my way.
Indeed, there was something to raise up her wrath, for growing right there in the wide garden path was a small little dandelion, yellow and green. Perhaps no one had told it about the queen, who, frowning with anger and biting her lip, cried,
Get out of my way, little weedy green slip.
Then the queen's royal gardener came at a clip and took out his clippers and quickly went snip and plucked up the dandelion, saving the day for the queen to walk on with no one in her way. That was the end of the episode brief, and everyone sighed with a sigh of relief, till the next afternoon when, alas and alack, the queen on her walk stopped to holler,
It's back!
Sure enough, growing there on the wide garden floor was that dandelion, yellow and green as before. So the gardener went snip, and the queen posted men to stand guard so that weed wouldn't grow back again. But the very next morning they opened their eyes, and what do you think they saw growing? Surprise!
This won't do,
said the Queen with a dangerous frown.
Why, how would it look if the word got around that something so measly and small and routine were blocking the path of a powerful queen?
So she called for the castle magician and said,
Cast me a spell that will make that thing dead.
The magician thought briefly, then brandished his wand.
Abracadandelion, vanish and begone.
But perhaps he had chosen the wrong words to say, or maybe his wand wasn't working that day. Whatever the case, in no more than an hour, smack dab in the path was another bright flower. The candles burned late in the castle that night as the Queen sat and pondered with all of her might.
If that weed wants a battle, I'll give it a fight. We'll start in the morning by dawn's early light.
And the very next day, on that spot on the ground, they placed a large stone weighing 300 pounds. On top of the stone went a layer of brick and a great wooden beam that was 12 inches thick. On top of the beam went a great wagon wheel, and on top of the wheel went an anvil of steel. And just as if all that weren't heavy enough, on top of it all, they kept piling more stuff, till the pile went so high it could hardly be seen. And on top of it all went, you guessed it, the Queen. From high up above, with the wind in her teeth, Queen Quinella called down to the garden beneath.
Now we'll just see who's the boss of this show. Go on, little Dandelion. I dare you to grow.
She smiled quite smugly. She thought she had won. But the truth is, her battle was really not done. For no matter how mighty a queen may get, there are things in this world that are mightier yet.
What do you mean by that?
With a roar and a rumble, a quiver and a quake, the ground seemed to tremble, the earth seemed to shake, as up from below, with an effort supreme,
Uh-oh.
up came the Dandelion, and down came the Queen.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Silence descended. Her subjects stood by as Quinella stood up with a gleam in her eye, and, picking her way through the dust and debris, marched herself up to that little green weed, and raising her head in a gesture of pride, this queen, for whom others had all stepped aside, humbly curtsied and said, bowing down,
Excuse me. I think I shall just walk around.
and so it occurred on a day long ago that a mighty queen learned what the rest of us know, that a very good thing to be able to say is, excuse me, if something should stand in your way. And as for that dandelion, yellow and green, the one that defied the most powerful queen, well, it's standing there still where the garden path bends, but it's not there alone, folks. In fact, it's got friends.
Excuse me? I beg your pardon? Oh, excuse me.
And with that, our story, like all stories, ends. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Do I love soup? Most people really love soup. I like tomato soup. I really like potato soup. I just love Tutti Frutti soup. But most of all, I love, love, love stone soup. Stone soup? Absolutely. The recipe coming right up in a cottage much like this one.
Once upon a time, deep in the woods, there lived an old woman who was very stingy. She would hide her food for fear that someone might come by. She never liked to share what she had with anyone. And then one day, a stranger came knocking at her door.
Who could that be?
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes?
I was hoping I might find a place for the night.
Well, I'm sorry, this is not an inn.
Well, then perhaps you could give me something to eat.
Something to eat? Well, there is nothing to eat here. I haven't had a thing myself all day.
Oh, you poor woman. Well, then maybe I could share what little I have with you.
Well, what could you possibly have to share with me?
I could make a supper fit for a king.
This tempted the old woman, and she invited the stranger to come in.
Thank you. You are very kind. Thank you very much.
Well, now, about this supper fit for a king, remember, I can give you nothing.
Well, all I need is a pot.
Well, there's a pot.
And some water. Surely you can spare some water.
Yes, there's some water there in the pitcher.
Ah, thank you, good lady. And now...
What's that?
a stone.
Well, what can you make with a stone?
Stone soup.
You mean to say that you can make soup from that stone?
Ah, madam, when one is poor, one must learn to be clever.
And this stone soup, you say, will be fit for a king?
Oh, I hope so. Stones make excellent soup. Of course, this time it might be rather thin, because you see, I have been making soup with this same stone all week. Ah, if only I had a little barley to put in, that would make it perfect.
Well, I just might have a little barley to give you, just a little.
Ah.
There you go.
Thank you, good lady. Just a grain or two is all I require.
Well, no, we don't want the soup to be too thin now, do we?
No, we don't, do we? No.
Go ahead.
Here you are, madam.
You sure you don't need more?
Oh, no, that's just fine. Thank you. You know, this soup would be perfect if only we had a few potatoes and a little meat. But of course, that's out of the question. We don't have any of those things.
Wait a minute. Now, I think I remember that there was a little bit left over, some meat and potatoes from last night.
Oh, yes.
Let me go see. My memory serves me right. Aha! Yes. Just a little bit left over.
Oh, yes, the meat and the potatoes.
Meat and potatoes.
There we go.
Oh, yes.
There.
Here's another one. Yes.
Yes. Don't want it to be too thin.
No,
There.
we don't do it.
Ah,
Good.
yes. Thank you, dear lady. Thank you.
Yes.
You soon shall be able to make stone soup as well as I.
Oh, sir, go on with you. Oh.
Oh, dear.
What is it?
Oh, nothing, except that we really couldn't expect to enjoy this stone soup without putting in an onion and perhaps a carrot or two.
Oh, yes, of course, you're quite right. Now, let me see here. We're in luck. We are just in luck. I happen to have some
Good
carrots.
Lady, thank
Here,
you.
a few more. We don't want it
No, we want it to be a good
onion.
soup.
How
Thank you,
about
good
one
lady.
more
Oh,
for the
yes.
pot?
Thank
Okay,
you, good
you're
lady.
welcome.
How fortunate.
Okay. Okay.
Say, perhaps you could set the table rather quickly now, because the soup is almost ready.
Okay, this should be wonderful. Oh, it smells so good. Oh, let me see here. I can't wait to taste the stone soup. Ooh.
Ah, I think we're ready.
Here we go. Ooh.
because you have helped make a magnificent stone soup, milady.
You know, I've been thinking maybe we should have some bread and some cheese and perhaps a little cider to go with this stone soup.
Madam, you just thrill me. Would that be possible?
Yes,
you surely must have served royalty before.
Oh, sir. Here we go. Sit down. See, bread, cheese. Oh, fit for a king.
You said cider.
Right here. Right here. Go.
Good.
Oh, you pour.
Now, my lady.
Oh, take a seat, sir.
Thank you.
Please, and we will try this soup.
Well?
Divine. Absolutely divine. And to think it was made from a little stone. Oh, sir, you are indeed a clever man.
Madam, I am so pleased that you like stone soup. But would you do me a favor?
Oh, yes, of course. What is it?
Don't share this recipe with anyone.
Oh, never. Your secret is safe with me, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. Ahem. Once in the kingdom of Bopety-Bope, there lived an old king named Morty, Mope.
My name is Morty, Mope.
Morty, Mope was the old king's name, and he loved to hear words that sounded the same. But the saddest thing about his rhyming game was that he couldn't find words that rhymed with his name.
Isn't there someone who can find a rhyme for my name?
He searched through the country, and he searched through the town, until he finally found Same Sound Brown.
Oh boy, oh joy! I'll bet my crown that fellow there is Same Sound Brown.
Same Sound Brown was a rhyming man.
I can rhyme words faster than I bet you can.
You see, if you said moose,
I would say goose.
if you said moose juice,
I would say loose goose.
if you said moosey juice moose,
I would say loosey goose loose.
Same Sound Brown was the name of the man who could make rhymes faster than I bet you can. Now, Morty Mope began to feel pretty good, and he sent for Brown just as quick as he could.
Bring me Same Sound Brown immediately.
And before the king could turn around, there in the court was Same Sound Brown. He bent one knee and bowed to the king and said,
Morty Mope, I can rhyme anything.
Well,
said the king,
I'm glad you came. Now, make me a rhyme to rhyme my name.
Let me see now, Morty Mope. I'm sorry, sire, but there's very little hope. I've rhymed some hard ones in my time, but Morty Mope is hard to rhyme.
Well, if you can't find a rhyme, here's what I'll do. I'll put you in a cage in the Royal Zoo.
You'll have to catch me first.
said Same Sound Brown.
And by the time you're off your throne, I'll be halfway out of town. And I'll tell you something else, Morty Mope. You couldn't catch me with a 40-foot rope.
40-foot rope?
cried Morty Mope.
40-foot rope rhymes with Morty Mope.
Of course it does. I knew it all the time. There are very few words that I can't rhyme.
See here, young man, I'll make you a knight.
Oh, no, thank you, sire. That's all right. Since you were going to cage me when you thought I couldn't rhyme, I'm going back and do my rhyming in my own good time. Ha!
The moral of this story is, never threaten to put someone in the Royal Zoo, because the person who winds up in the cage just might be
You.
Oh, this is going to be fun, Mr. Moose. I have always wanted to be in a movie.
Yeah.
No, but there's one thing. I don't see an ending in my script.
Me neither.
Nothing.
Oh, well, wait. It's a surprise ending. You'll love it. Yeah, you'll love it. Now, you know what? We need one more actor. The star. And here he comes.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Captain.
What's going on?
Oh, well, we're making a movie, Captain.
Oh.
How would you like to be the star?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I could.
Oh, sure.
You'd be wonderful. You should do it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Everybody's going to be in it. Bunny's going to be the cameraman.
Oh, hi, Bun. What about you?
Oh, well, I'm the director, you know, and the narrator.
Oh, okay.
I tell a story, and everyone acts it out.
Oh, well,
Now,
all right.
come on, Captain. You be the star.
I'll do it.
No one can do it.
Yeah,
I will.
What do I do and what do I say?
This is your script.
Right.
Oh, I
Okay.
see. Okay.
Everybody ready?
Yep.
All ready.
Okay.
We're all set.
Get your costumes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Places.
Okay. Places. Come on.
It's going to be fun.
Here's your costume.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Moose. It's my costume. Huh?
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
I was just looking through the script, and I think I have a bad copy. I think there's one missing here.
What do you
Page. That last page, the ending.
Oh.
I don't see any ending in the...
Oh. It's a surprise ending.
Oh, a surprise ending.
Yeah.
Oh, that's something. A
Yeah.
surprise ending.
You'll love it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Quiet on the set.
Okay.
Roll 'em. Bunny. And action. Once upon a time, there was a man named Louis who owned a restaurant called the Dewdrop Inn. And every time someone would come to the restaurant, they'd knock at the door. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
It's Fred.
And Ethel.
And Louis would always say,
Fred and Ethel do drop in. What would you like to eat?
but just as they were about to tell him, there was another knock at the door. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
It's the evil villain.
It was the evil villain.
Oh, villain.
Oh, no.
They were afraid, but not Louis.
Evil villain, do drop in.
Louis, if you don't pay the rent by tomorrow, I'm gonna tear this restaurant down. Oh.
Now Louis was afraid. How could he pay the rent?
All I have is 1 penny. How can I pay the rent? Woe is me.
Louis was very sad. Even sadder than that.
Boo-hoo! Boo-hoo! Boo-hoo!
But then there was a knock at the
Mr.
door.
Moose, this
Yeah.
is the part I was telling you about, the missing page.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's the surprise ending.
Oh.
Yeah, it's coming
Well,
up.
what, how am I supposed to know what I should do?
Oh, well, just do what you did before.
Oh, okay.
It was
fine.
great. Fine. Really good. A lot of energy. And there was a knock at the door. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Sir.
Sir who?
Surprise ending.
No, wait, I think I get it.
Ah! What a great surprise ending. What a great movie. Did you get that, Bunny?
Did he get it? No, I got it. I got it. All 222 of them.
23.
I should have known.
You both love to climb, playing tag in the trees, while your mama sits watching below. But there may come a time when she says, children, please come on down, and you're mad, but you go. 'Cause mama knows best, mama knows why. Sometimes a branch is a little too high. You might be smart, but may I suggest that in situations like this, one dear mama knows best. You both played a lot, and now winter's ahead. So your mama says, nap time, I think. And so ready or not, mama puts you to bed, and you fall fast asleep in a wink. 'Cause mama knows best, mama knows when it's time to sleep through the winter again. You might be smart, but may I suggest that in situations like this, one dear mama knows best. Yes, mama knows best, mama knows how.
once was a baseball team that had many nice players. They had outfielders and infielders. They had a pitcher and a catcher and a bencher. A bencher? Well, a bencher is one who sits on the bench, never to take the field. Until one day... In the little town of Mudville, where everyone played ball, a team known as the Tigers was the best team of them all. But on this team of Tigers, there was a pussycat who never got to play because he wasn't good at bat. Jason was his name, and he'd just sit and watch the team, and he'd cheer when they were winning and dream his special dream. He dreamed the score was tied, and they would send him up to bat. He'd step up to the batter's box and don his batting hat. And with a mighty swing, he'd hit a home run to win the game. He'd circle all the bases, and the crowd would call his name. But soon, the dream was over, and things were just the same. Jason only sat and watched while others played the game. He gathered up his courage, and he told the coach one day about his special dream and that he'd really like to play. The coach told Jason just before he left for home that night that dreaming things won't make them real, but working for them might. So he worked at it for many days until his hands grew sore. And when the others left for home, he'd practice still some more. His hitting did get better, but not good enough to play. So Jason sat and watched the game until one special day. 'Twas the ninth, the final inning of the biggest game of all. 2 outs, the score was tied, and then a Tiger took a fall. "I'm hurt, I cannot hit," he said, as on the bench he sat. Now there was no one else to choose, so they sent Jason up to bat. He stepped into the batter's box to give it his best try. The pitcher pitched, and Jason swung. "Strike one!" the umpire cried. He dug into the batter's box. He took a breath, and then the pitcher pitched, and Jason swung. "Strike two!" He missed again. The game was on the line now, and this was his final chance. Jason thought about his dream as he took his batting stance. The crowd grew very quiet, and the pitcher had no doubt he planned to throw his fastest pitch and strike poor Jason out. The pitcher took his windup, and he threw his fastest ball, and Jason summoned all his strength into the biggest swing of all. And then the crowd was cheering and calling Jason's name, because Jason's hit a great home run, and Jason won the game. As he circled all the bases and he listened to the cheers, he started thinking about his dream, the one he'd had for years. He thought about his practicing, and that the coach was right, that dreaming things won't make them real, but working for them might. I just love stories about gnomes and wizards and elves and leprechauns because there's always so much glitter and magic around such creatures. Almost always, that is. Here is a leprechaun who had no magic because he had no luck. Poor unlucky leprechaun.
Once upon a springtime, in the land of heather and gorse, in a deep, dark forest set back from the road, there lived a leprechaun named Louise.
Top of the morning to you.
Louise was lovely.
Well, thank you.
Louise was also very, very lucky.
Right you are. I'm the luckiest leprechaun in all the land.
It was true. Her life was filled with lucky horseshoes and four-leaf clovers. And no matter what she wished for...
Let me see. A pot of gold and a cup of tea.
She got her wish every time.
Surprise.
Yes, things just seemed to go her way, and why?
Why? Why? Because I'm a leprechaun, and all leprechauns are lucky, aren't they?
Not so.
No?
You see, in that very same forest and quite nearby, there lived another leprechaun whose name was Lester.
Hello there.
Lester was very nice. In fact, he was quite likable. Unfortunately, there was one thing Lester was not.
And what's that?
Lucky.
Lucky?
No, Lester was not lucky. In fact, for a leprechaun, he was downright unlucky.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
The clovers he found had
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leaves.
And the horseshoes weren't lucky, just
rusty.
Yes. And when Lester made a wish...
Ah! A pot of gold and a cup of tea! A pot of tea and a cup of gold! Hey!
His wishes never quite came true.
Oh, well.
So, because he wasn't lucky, Lester had to work awfully hard.
Oh, now, let's see. I have to patch the roof. And I have that leaky faucet to fix. Oh, and my socks need darning. Something
Lester, lighten up, lad.
Louise thought Lester was, well, strange.
Have some fun, enjoy yourself. Don't you hate working so hard?
Well, to tell you the truth, Louise, I don't really mind it at all.
Huh?
In fact, I rather like doing things for myself. You see, it makes me feel useful.
Useful? Lester, Lester! You're the looniest leprechaun I ever did see. You'll not catch me doing work like that. I'll just trust to me luck.
Oh.
Ah, a ticket to the concert in town, just the thing. What luck I've got. Ta-ta, Lester.
So long, Louise. Good to see you.
And so it went, through summer and fall, the lucky Louise... and the same old Lester.
Oh, look at that.
Until one day, when as luck would have it, something unexpected happened.
What is this now? We got snow at this time of year, but that's impossible.
Hey, it's getting chilly. I better go start a warm fire.
Ah, don't you be silly with me. Look, I'll get warm again, just like the...
Maybe, but just in case. Just in case.
Ah, spoil sport, I don't need your old fire. I'll just wish for something warm to wear. Skis? Well, they won't keep me warm. But how about something nice and hot to eat? Thanks a lot. At least I can wish for something to keep all this snow off. Can it be that my luck has changed? No. Snow! Look at snow!
And much, much later that day...
Lester! Lester, let me in! Oh, please, I'm cold and I'm hungry.
Over here, Louise! Over here!
Lester, what are you doing out here in the cold instead of being in there by a nice warm fire?
I'm getting ready to build you a house of your own, with a nice warm fire of your own, too.
Me? You'd do that for me.
Oh, no, I wouldn't do it. I'm only going to help a little bit. You are going to do the work.
Me? Work? Never. I'll just trust to me. Trust to me.
Luck?
Where do I start?
And at the very thought of doing things for herself, Louise felt a feeling she'd never felt before.
Good. Good girl. Nice.
Feeling warmer. This is not so bad. It could be fun. It makes me feel useful. Let's get to work.
Good, lass. Good.
And so it happened that lovely Louise learned that being lucky isn't everything. Although, of course, she still felt lucky.
Lucky to have a friend like Lester.
And as for Lester, he felt lucky too.
Louise, watch this. A pot of gold and a cup of tea. A cup of gold and a pot of tea. Oh, fudge. Fudge.
Lucky or lucky Lester?
Ah, 'tis true, you know, 'tis true. 400 years is a long time for anyone to live. But the hero of a story written in Spain 400 years ago still lives in our world today. Perhaps the reason he is so loved is because he's the world's most famous dreamer. He would think that he was fighting with giants, when actually he was battling windmills. The armies he engaged in battle were sheep upon the hill. He lived in his dreams. Not a bad place to live. The wonderful dreamer, Don Quixote. Long ago, in a land far away, there lived a man who believed in what was good and what was right, and in dreams that could come true. And although he had no shining armor, and he carried only a wooden lance, in his heart he believed he was a knight. And so he was called Don Quixote de la Mancha, the knight who believed in dreams. And wherever he would go, I, Sancho Panza, his trusty aide, would always be by his side. My lord, we have traveled far today. Might we not stop for a rest?
Yes, yes, Sancho. And perhaps the people who live in that house would be so kind as to grant us a drink of water.
Oh, yes, master.
Yes?
Excuse me. My master and I were wondering if you might have a drink of water for us.
Of course. Please come in.
Aldonza, who is it?
Two gentlemen who wish a drink of water, Father. Here you are, sir.
Thank you.
And for you, sir.
Dulcinea. You are my Dulcinea.
Dulcinea? No, you were mistaken, sir.
No.
My name is Aldonza.
No. You are beautiful and sweet and gentle. You are Dulcinea. I have been searching for you all my life. Will you marry me and be my princess? And this shall be our palace.
Please, sir.
Kind sir, what you speak of are only dreams. This is my daughter, Aldonza. She is not Dulcinea, the one you search for. And this is not a palace. It is just an old hut. A hut so not even ours. For the wicked King Salamanca has claimed it, and soon he will throw us out.
That shall never happen. I, Don Quixote de la Mancha, shall go to the king and make him give your home back to you. And when I return, I shall make you my princess, Dulcinea. Come, Sancho.
Sir, your master called me Dulcinea. And he said I'm a beautiful princess, but I'm just poor Aldonza. Does your master not see this?
My master dreams and believes those dreams can come true. And I must follow him. The road ahead is dangerous, and I cannot take my donkey along. Would you care for him until we return?
Of course, sir. Good luck, sir. Oh, Father. Father, can he really make the king give us our home back?
I don't know, my dear. It may be only be another dream. But right now, dreams are all we have.
And so, Don Quixote began the long journey to the palace of the evil King Salamanca. In his heart, he kept his dream of what could be, and I, Sancho Panza, was by his side, as always.
Master, how can we get the king to give back their house? Is it not possible? It's just a
Dream, Sancho.
Master, why do you believe so in dreams?
Because you can make a dream come true if you first believe in it with all your heart. And you must see things, not as they are, but as they can be.
Something old, something new, something wonderful for you. Something... Oh, good day, sires. May I show you my wonderful wares? Step right up here and see my wonderful wares. How about a beautiful vase? How about a statue from a foreign land?
No, 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 thank you. My master and I have no need today.
Very well.
Halt.
Something...
How did you come by this?
This piece of junk?
What, you don't really know what this is? This is the golden shield of Sinara.
You're mistaken.
No, truly, this is the golden shield of Sinara, and whoever has it will be protected from all harm. Now, Sancho, I have found it. It will protect us on our long and dangerous journey ahead. How much, sir?
Well, since you have such a long and dangerous journey, my gift to you.
I, Don Quixote de la Mancha, accept this gift and offer the deepest thanks from my heart.
Your master must be dreaming. How can he figure that old thing's going to protect him from harm?
If he believes it will, then it just might. Good day, sir.
Good day. Something old, something new, something wonderful for you.
And so we walked on the long trip to the castle of the evil King Salamanca.
Sancho, this bridge takes us over the river Saragossa. And once we have crossed it, we will not be far from the castle of the king. Come, Sancho.
Just where do you think you're going?
To the castle of the king, sir.
To the castle of the king, sir. Well, sir, first to get there you must cross this bridge.
Indeed, sir. And if you would stand aside and let us pass.
Not unless you pay me 20 pieces of gold.
Sir, we do not have 20 pieces of gold.
Then you shall not cross the bridge.
Sir, we do not come to do battle, but I have very important business with the king, and we shall cross the bridge. Come, Sancho.
Master! I say you shall not cross.
Sir, I do not come to do battle. I shall not fight. I only come to protect myself.
Protect yourself from this.
Now, sir, let us pass.
Never.
Sancho, the shield.
Go no further or I will run you through.
Sir, put down your lance. This is the golden shield of Sinara. It shall protect me.
That is no golden shield, and nothing will protect you. Master!
Sir, I warned you. Come, Sancho.
You've not seen the last of me. I'll get you. I'll get both of you.
Don Quixote and I, Sancho Panza, went on in search of a dream. And so, after a long journey, Don Quixote and I, Sancho Panza, finally arrived at the castle of the evil King Salamanca. Master, are you sure you want to go in there? I mean, sir, this dream of yours
cannot come true unless we make it come true.
But it looks dangerous. And I do not think that the evil King Salamanca will invite us in.
Fear not, Sancho. We are together, and together we can do anything. Come. Follow me.
If you say so.
I have never seen a castle so dark, Sancho. I wonder what room we are in.
Ah, master! Ah, ah!
Sir, put down your axe. We mean no harm. Sir, put down your axe. Sir?
It's empty, master?
Yes, Sancho. It is nothing but an evil trick. But the golden shield of Sinara protected us.
Yes, but look at it now.
But it will still protect us, Sancho. It will still protect us.
Master, I think we're in some kind of dungeon!
And you are my prisoners. Who are you?
I am Don Quixote de la Mancha.
And I am Sancho Panza.
We come and see...
Silence! How dare you enter my castle without my permission?
We come to see King Salamanca.
I am the king.
We bow to you, sire.
Forgive us, Your Majesty.
Well, why do you come here and what do you want?
Your Majesty, we have come a long way to ask a favor of you. You have taken away the home of a fine lady and a father. We ask that you give it back.
How dare you ask such a thing? I am the king. What I take is mine to do with as I please. Where is this house?
In the east, Your Majesty. And it is my dream to make that fine lady and princess my wife. And we shall live in that house.
Well, then you have a foolish dream. For I have given all the land in the east to my favorite knight, Don Malevolo. He has earned it in battle.
Then, sire, I must ask Don Malevolo to give back the house.
Asked Don Malevolo to give back the house? You're a foolish dreamer. Don Malevolo never gives anything back. But if you do battle with Don Malevolo, you might win it back.
But Your Majesty...
It's a fine idea. You shall do battle with Don Malevolo, and I will enjoy seeing him take care of a fool like you.
Your Majesty, we are men of good heart. We do not fight.
Then you will not get your lady's home back, and you will stay in that dungeon forever.
Your Majesty, please. You leave me no choice. If I must fight Don Malevolo, I will. If you insist.
Tomorrow, then. At dawn, prepare to meet your doom.
Master? Are you truly going to battle the king's knight?
No, Sancho. I shall only protect myself
Master, how will you protect yourself? Look at your shield!
I know, Sancho. But somehow I'm sure it will save us. We must do our best to make my dream come true.
Oh, Master!
Sancho, take the shield and polish it until it shines like the sun.
Master, what good will that do?
Fear not, Sancho. Just do as I say, please.
And so my master, Don Quixote, went to sleep, to dream some more. And I stayed up all night, polishing the shield, polishing until it shone like the sun. By morning, I had finished.
Sancho, you have done well. I thank you. It is dawn, and it is time. Come, Sancho.
Master!
Fear not, Sancho. Our dreams will soon come true. Have faith.
Well, Don Quixote, it is done. Are you prepared to meet your doom?
I am prepared, sire, to win back my lady's home.
Well, we'll see what Don Malevolo, my knight, has to say about this. Don Malevolo?
So it's you, the one who pushed me off the bridge.
Yes, but I didn't wish to harm
I warned you we would meet again.
Now, Don Malevolo, I have told this foolish dreamer that if he defeats you in battle, you will have to give his lady's home back.
I will do whatever you say, my king. But this fool will never defeat me.
That is right, Don Malevolo. No one ever has, but he wishes to try.
Then let him.
Now, to make this more exciting, you will fight on this plank. And the loser will fall in this pit of lions. Hungry lions. Now, dreamer, choose your weapons.
I choose no weapons, Your Majesty.
He chooses no weapon?
Then I choose both.
So be it.
Prepare to meet your doom.
Master, please, do not!
Fear not, Sancho. The sun has come up just now.
The sun?
I ask you now, sir, please give back my lady's home, for I do not wish to battle.
Yes, but I do.
Well, then I will only protect myself.
With that? Protect yourself from this. And now, dreamer, I will finish you. Oh! Oh, stop! I can't see! What is it? What is it?
It is my shield with the light of the sun, the light of right and truth.
The sun is in my eyes! Oh! Oh! I can't see! Oh! 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 No! 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 Oh! 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 Why did you do that? Why did you keep me from falling in the pit?
I did not wish to harm you.
The dreamer has won!
I bow to you, sir, for you are right. And now I give back the home of your lady.
And so, Don Quixote and I, Sancho Panza, returned to the east, where Dulcinea was waiting to greet us. And here, how the impossible dream came true. I hope you enjoyed some of the favorite stories and favorite friends of Captain Kangaroo. And if you did, you'll be happy to know that we have animals and adventures, circus fun, and holiday stories coming up in further editions of the Captain Kangaroo Video Showcase. So do be sure to look for us soon again.